Iowa's favorite country. Hey, everybody, Iowa's favorite country, K97, or my Darren on Air page. I knew something happened. I said I'm going to lay my last dollar that he fell asleep again, because he and I, when we were texting, his responses were kind of just fading off a little bit with each one. And I'm telling you, this Texas weekend when he was, this past weekend when he was with Uncle Cracker in Texas, it was a full weekend gig. And it took its toll on him. But I knew it was either that or he just always finds the bad reception areas in Tennessee, right, in Nashville. And it was a perfect storm today. He actually did doze back off, and he actually did get some bad reception in a bad reception area. And so he and I were just talking again. He's like, man, let's still do this. Let's still do this. I got time. I can make this happen. Sorry I fell back asleep. And he's still, kind of reeling off the whole Texas weekend. So we're going to see if we can get him back in our video studio. So our Iowa-Tennessee connection, I told him, I said, well, I've just got some music and a couple other things planned for this next hour. So go ahead and let's pop you on and make it happen. So we did. And, oh, look at that. He actually, he's in a good reception area. And
Ish. How's it going?
That's what he looks like when he wakes up, right there. That's it right there. How you doing, brother? Other than it was a big weekend in Texas.
It was a home run weekend. Life is good. I thought I would have been out of the area that I was in to call in earlier, but that didn't happen. So how's it going?
Hey, brother, before we get to your Texas trip, because of the angle of your camera right there, show everybody the badge that you've got hanging above you there. You got a law enforcement badge hanging up there.
Yeah,
what is that?
That is a Tennessee Armed Officer Tactical deal. I participate in that because I'm awesome. And
what exactly is that? What do you do? I know you're armed because you hunt.
It's basically tactical training, and if they need anything, they give me a call.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, you're usually the cause. Why would they call you to help out?
Listen, if you can't beat them, join them, right? So here's the deal. I got friends in high and low places.
And everywhere in between, I'm guessing. Oh, my goodness.
All the places.
Dude, tell us about this past weekend. You were with Matthew Schaefer, better known to everybody's Uncle Cracker. You guys kind of tore up Texas all weekend long.
Yeah, so Texas is a whole nother world, right?
Right.
And we were in Warrington, Texas, in Round Top, Texas, where it is all diesels, handlebar mustaches, and no smiles. I mean, it is basically like watching Yellowstone. That's where we were, right? So we get in there, and some guy says to me, he goes, "You ain't from around here, are you?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Oh, why y'all here?" I'm like, so I told him. He's like, "Oh, you're playing tonight. Oh, that's cool. Are you going to play any?"
Oh, right in the middle of the story.
Texas country music. I'm like, yeah. You still there? You good?
Yep, yeah, we're good. Yeah, you're a little draggy, but we got you.
Hey, so he's like, "You gonna play that Texas music?" I'm like, "Yeah, I guess." Yeah. So anyway, I get in there and I tell him, I'm like, I grew up on Willie Nelson and Mac Davis and Gary P. Nunn, and they're like, "Okay." About second song in, I had them in second song in. They just didn't know what to expect because down there they do a lot of that red dirt stuff, right?
Right.
And it's great, but they didn't expect someone to come out there and just have a conversation with them. So that's what we did, and it was awesome. And they want us to come back and do a lot more. They loved it, and I love Texas, and I love playing Texas, and they love me. So we're going to be doing a lot more of it. Great week. Cracker did great. They weren't expecting him. He came in there drunker than Toby Keith at a Toby Keith concert. That was great. So so between the two of us, they were like, "Okay, here we go." But that was awesome. Big time.
Fantastic. I know you were. I saw your post course. The pictures you sent. I got to ask you: was that a donkey or was that some chick you were standing next to? I mean, I couldn't tell if that was one of your fans or What was that?
I'm just gonna say this. It was a picture of me and an ass. So I think it was a burrow. From what I hear, it was a burrow.
You know, I've said many, many times when JD sends me text, if I see it's just a text, I'll open it, you know, without any hesitation. But when I see it's a picture attachment, it's always that hesitancy that, okay, I look with one eye first kind of thing. And,
Yeah.
you know, but I knew you were going to be in Texas, so I wanted to see what was going on. So, yeah, I wondered what that was, what kind of an ass that was. I wasn't sure, but
Yeah. It was a nice. Anyway, it was great time. we doing a lot. When there were Iowa people, that we ran into a big group of Iowa people down there, dude.
you told us last week that you had talked to some Iowa people that were coming down for that.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You know, they were like, I guess they were in San Antonio, and they stayed an extra 3 days just to come hang out, and we had a blast. It was great. So we did Texas right, but we got some Iowa in there too. It was great.
Fantastic. They say what part of Iowa they were from?
I think you know them. It was Katie Showwater from up at Rumors and Clear Lake, actually.
Is that right? No kidding.
Yeah, she had a big group with her, and she made them stay, and they had a blast. So it was Jeff and Katie, and I forget the other two people's names, but don't tell them that.
Well, that's awesome.
But that's Iowa for you. They're like, yeah, 3 hours one way, cool. We'll stay 3 days extra to do that. Awesome.
You got that's because driving that far down to Texas, 3 more hours is not a big deal, you know.
Well, that's what she said, and she's like, you know, we've got driveways that are 45 minutes to get down up here. And I'm like, right. Okay, all right. So it was great.
See, dude, in Iowa, you got your own faction, you got your own following, man. It's just the way it is.
I know, it was great, but yeah, it was a really great time. We're gonna do a lot more of it. So a lot of new information and new announcements gonna be coming out that I just found out about. So I can't wait to tell you about them.
Outstanding, man. Outstanding. We're still trying to work on who we're going to get for your Denim Fest. We got to get that finalized here very, very soon, and get that all announced as well, and then get those tickets on sale, because that is coming up August the 27th, and that is always going to be an incredible time right here in Fort Dodge.
Well, after the performance I witnessed over the weekend, I think Uncle Cracker's got to have his name in that hat. So we got to figure that out, because dude, we had so much fun.
I said that last week. You know, that the minute I saw that you were going to be performing with Uncle Cracker in Texas, which you announced a couple weeks ago, I'm like, okay, well, let's get him up here for Denim Fest. I mean, that's a whole country away. You had a few Iowans down there watching you guys, but not everybody that you could have up here in Iowa. So
I know. And the Iowa people went, why are you not in Iowa doing this? This is amazing. So yeah, I mean, we knew it. I've known it forever. He's awesome. We play awesome together. The show is just amazing. So let's run up flagpole, see what happens.
Absolutely, man. That's what I keep saying. Well, I got to get together with the powers that be and let them know that, okay, we got to vote many votes for Uncle Cracker. But anyway, we're going to get that done so we can get those tickets on sale, because August 27th is going to be here before we know it. And it's going to be just an incredible party, to say the very least, out at the Fort Frenzy Field, of course. Hey, man, I know you're in a hurry. Obviously, we can see you're driving, and we want to get you while you're still in a decent connection area. So let me throw in a couple of comments here. Stumpy, wow, he is real. Yeah, I told you, man. I told you. It was connection and/or fell back asleep, and it was the and part of that. Jennifer.
Yeah, and we met Stumpy's slightly taller identical twin in Warrington, Texas as well.
I got the picture. Yeah.
Yeah. That was the ass I was standing next to.
Was that it?
That was it.
I couldn't tell, man. I mean, there's just so many similarities. I mean, the ears and the whole works, I can tell.
That's what it was.
Yeah, that was definitely a twin of Stumpy that they had to be separated to, I don't know, about 8 years old or something.
The guy had the same jokes. He had the same laugh. He had the same jokes. I'm like, so we told him all about Stumpy. We were like, oh, man. So he's like, yeah, he's a cool guy. I can tell you right now, he's a cool guy.
Good morning, gentlemen. Congratulations, Darren. Thank you so much. I was trying to fill some time and told everybody this is my 24th year in broadcasting. Also, thank you for playing JB for me yesterday. Glad to. Yeah, she on my request show. Get this, man. I open up my request show to anything. You know that every Wednesday. And Jennifer, who's got our comment up right now, she requested a Justin Bieber tune, and that was difficult. I just stepped out of the studio while it played, but it's not about me. It's about them. So I played it.
What Justin Bieber song did Jennifer want to hear?
What was it? It was you. I don't know. You suck. One of the. I think it was something like that. Yeah, that's what it was. Anyway, it was So I found it. We spun it. It was great. Jennifer puts in her comment here, by the way, JD. I know you can't see because you're driving, but she says, I know it was probably pretty painful. Yeah, it was a little bit, but that's all right. I like a lot of music, Jennifer. I like a lot of different types, but Justin Bieber, let's pushing the limits just a little bit. Adam, what's that, buddy?
It's like Nickelback in a dress, but go ahead.
You Smile. Thanks, Jennifer. You Smile. That's it. That was the name of the song.
Smile.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. Smile or whatever it was. Adam, hey, thanks, Adam. He says congratulations on 24 years as well. Thanks, man. I'll tell you what. Let me give props to my staff around here, okay? Because I have got veterans here that are part of my staff at our Alpha Fort Dodge studios that have got some serious years in as well. Janie Morgan, 40 years in broadcasting. Dwayne Murley, our farm director, my program director for KWMT, 40 years in broadcasting. Mike Devine, who does Divine Intervention, 35 years in broadcasting. Get this one, brother. I don't know if you know Dale Eicher or not. Dale is he does part-time stuff for us now. He's retired. He, matter of fact, lives down in Texas during the off season, during the winter months down there. He and his wife go down there and spend the winter. Then they come back up here, and he likes to do his old air shift on KWMT, our big classic country ag station, right? And Dale's an icon. He was inducted into the Country Music Broadcasters Hall of Fame by Bill Anderson.
That's why I know the name. There you go.
Yep. Now, Dale, here's how long Dale has been in radio. Speaking of my Wednesday request show, just about 6 or 8 months ago, Dale comes walking by my office, and he stopped in. He said, hey, Darren, I listen to your show every morning. I love what you do. He said, I was listening to your request show this morning, and you had a request for a Patsy Cline song. And he said, it dawned on me that I was on the air playing Patsy Cline's music when she was still alive. She was killed in a plane crash in '63, for crying out loud. This legend was on the air playing her stuff when she was still alive. God love it.
Dale actually is responsible. No one knows this, but Dale actually discovered the Beatles.
Right?
Not the band, but the actual insect. Right.
Yeah. They'd never been heard of. People wondering, what are those little things running around? And Dale's like, well, it was the Beatles.
That is amazing that he still listens to your show. Can you imagine? You think we'll make it that far, Darren? You think we'll make it that far?
No way. Not only does he listen, dude, he does his own show when he's back here for the spring and summer months.
Oh, that is great. I want to meet him one day.
You next time you're up here, I'll make sure you meet Dale. He is an absolute class act in every sense of the word, and he's more than deserving to be a Country Music Association broadcast Hall of Famer like he is. And he's amazing. Anyway, so I had to give props to some of my staff that have a lot more years here than I do. But thank you for the compliments on the 24 years.
That's great. Congratulations. I mean, one more year and you're be eligible to rent a car in the broadcast.
Right. Absolutely. Speaking of that, my goodness, I didn't expect all these accolades for that. I was just trying to fill time by saying it was my 24th year in broadcasting. Stumpy says, wow, 24 years gets you a morning train burger.
All right.
I'll take it, Stumpy. I'll take it. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Drake, congratulations on 24 Dirty Diaper 8 show. How's it going? Thanks, Drake. I appreciate that. Seriously, dude, your signal like it is right now, it just froze up again. Now it's back. It was not working. I was just trying to fill time, so I just brought up 24 years, my 24th year. And I appreciate all these accolades. I wasn't looking for this. I really was not. It was a filler. Hey, bud, we got to get you out of here because I know you're driving, trying to get to your next destination, and we want you to do it safely. And then you can take your next nap after that because we know you need it after the Texas gig. But we're going to do this thing next Thursday as well. Appreciate your.
And I think this next.
You're cutting out, bud. Say it again. You still there? Yeah. See, he's in another bed.
I'll be on time next.
Yeah, there's no way. He's in another bad section of Tennessee. Anyway, we got him on. I got the explanation. I knew was the answer. He did fall back asleep, and then he got into a bad area of Nashville. So anyway, at least we had him on for a few minutes. To everybody, hey, by the way, thank you so much for those comments and those compliments. I was not looking for that, and I appreciate that greatly. That means a lot to me. It is about 19 past the hour. We're going to go ahead and continue with our morning train. Just kind of made a little adjustment. That's why we always say this morning train, when Joe and I get together, it's just bumpy. So you want to hang on, lots of twists and turns, and obviously there was one today. So appreciate your hanging in there with us and having fun with us like we do. Coming up in just a few minutes, I got some Parmalee on the way. You stay right here on the best